Welcome back to the podcast. It is episode 19.
19.
Sticks and Stones. This is July 4th weekend. I guess we're gonna release this one early for y'all.
Yep.
This is why we're dressed in the ridiculous stupidity that we are.
We're dressed in this amazingness.
Yeah. What is your shirt? It says "Live Large."
Yeah, it's the new limited edition Live Large for 4th of July.
Okay.
Live free, don't die.
Just in time.
Yep.
Did you get that express delivery?
No, it was so they put it out as like a
Couple
limited
weeks ahead.
release. Like you had to order it and then they make them. It's not like one of their It's not one of their regular production runs, I should say.
Oh, so it actually was like so many made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Had to do it because it's like one of my favorite. Well, but in general, they're one of my favorite
companies
as far as like clothing. They're Ohio local, love supporting that.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
North Ohio.
Cleveland?
I don't think it's quite Cleveland. I want to say it's like in between like Columbus and Cleveland somewhere. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but I know it's not Columbus. I know it's not Cleveland.
Akron? Toledo?
Maybe. No, I don't think it's Toledo.
Yeah.
We would have to look it up.
Fuck all that free advertising anyways. Get the fuck up off my podcast.
No, man, I'm pumped. 4th of July weekend, always a lot of fun. Work is a little wild because it's like our busiest time.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine so. That and probably
busy
Memorial and Labor Day.
It goes 4th of July. 4th of July is the busiest. Then Memorial Day, then Christmas.
What about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving
Eve?
is busy, but not like.
That's just bar. That's bar busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, I mean, but all the holidays. I mean, even New Year's, you got a big tick. You know, New Year's does a lot of wine sales though. Wine and champagne, obviously.
Fair.
But yeah, Labor Day will get you a little boost. Easter, not so much.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can't see Easter. Everybody boozing out. He's risen.
Risen this glass.
Yeah, I'm rising this glass to my face.
Oh man, toast to baby Jesus, or born again Jesus, I should say, or risen Jesus. I could be.
He took the weekend off, dude. Okay.
My mom's gonna be mad. Anyways,
sorry, Mama.
No, man, excited for 4th of July weekend. Ready for the craziness to be done. Ready to hang out with the fam and stuff. So.
Yeah. We were talking about it. It seems like every weekend we've had people over, man. Something going on, going somewhere. Between kids' games, it's just nonstop.
The activities.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, and
it's starting to warm up.
Right.
Like, to the 90s now. Like today was 90.
98, 97 today.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's typical. Like summertime, all the craziness and stuff doesn't really slow down until like fall. Kids go back to school. Not so much,
Well, they start their games back up. But then
that's true.
So we'll see. See how it goes. I mean, we had a little nice test run this spring. So
it'll be good, man.
Yeah.
It'll be real good.
Yeah. Get them all situated in new school. So that'll be cool. But today we got a little people of Walmart directly
and
from
I didn't
the
even know
thread.
this was a Walmart happening until like halfway through, and I saw old girl's vest.
Yeah. It happens in Hawaii.
So was he a security guard?
I think he was a security guard of some sort. I don't know if he was a security guard for Walmart exclusively, but like probably the premise. Like
probably.
But
one
we'll
of
go
my
ahead.
Walmarts has a security company.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh no, don't tell me I know which one.
Can't. They use the same one for all of the ones.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just one of them. One of them doesn't need one. One of them does.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
all right, go ahead and roll that.
Lots of riffraff
Footage.
Fuck you!
Oh shit! Coming in hot.
No, it's not enough!
4th.
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
We have a car. This is a roadway over here, ma'am. Can you please move
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now. I'm not fucking moving.
Hawaii's supposed to be
Thank
chilling.
you!
Same thing to a fucking Forerunner. Park over here. We'll park. Okay?
I don't listen to you either. Shield, listen, you short fucking piece of shit. Okay? Grow
Oh,
some,
that. She called me a short fucking piece of
grow
shit.
some
Get
fucking
the fuck out of
balls,
here.
baby. Grow some fucking balls.
What kind of day do you have?
No,
Talk
I'm
to
not
me.
moving. Listen
You
to
heard me,
you.
sir? No, not good, no.
You can talk all the fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. The white lady's fucking crazy.
Well,
You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker. No, it's not enough. It is not.
I mean,
So
and her old ass Nissan Altima.
I think that was a rent-a-car of some sort. Who knows?
That don't look like a rent car. That thing's,
I
that
mean,
thing's like 8
she
years
definitely
old.
wasn't. Maybe she was from there.
I believe that she probably was. My thing is like how.
Well, the first thing she needs to be angry about is that fucking haircut.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That shit was Dora the Explorer bad.
Little bull. Little.
That's
I'm
my
not
favorite
gonna say-
to go to. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not a
Bolo.
great look. It's not a great.
You
look.
want me
It's
to
like
say
a
it for you?
A
The-
short bowl cut. I'm not
All the
saying-
little elementary white girls with the bowl cuts and shit. That's all right. I'll say it. I'll say it. It's true.
Yeah, man, it's only
true.
like an adult version of that. But like, what? The only thing that they wanted to do was to get out of the way.
Go park your car.
Park your car, leave. That's it.
I mean, maybe there was a little bit more to it, but is it really worth to die on that hill?
Oh, no, God, no.
No, it
God,
ain't.
no. So, I mean, she seems like a bad person. Just to talk to people
Perturbed.
like that in general. To think it's okay to talk to people like that, it's just, yeah.
That's I mean, obviously she had a bad day prior to that.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
had to have rolled over.
Hopefully she's not married.
I
I feel bad for old boy or old girl.
yeah.
If she is.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows? We may never know. Maybe we'll find out.
At the end, she said, "No, it's not enough."
Yeah, the lady was
just
like, "That's enough,"
man,
and then
that's
she
enough."
literally hits the brakes and,
And
was
then
like,
what's
screaming
the
like a-
the Hawaiian part, like,
"Yeah,
woman."
that's racism."
Yeah.
I mean, that's no different than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the honest truth. But you can take your Nissan Altima,
Back to the mainland. I would have
and
been like,
Dora the
get off
Explorer
my- I would've been
haircut,
like, get off my island, bitch.
and I'll put a motor on the back, and you can boat your ass back to California
Yeah.
or the next closest.
That's what they
island.
should do if you're in Hawaii, like, because it's supposed to be chill there. I thought, like, you know.
No, I mean, there's tension between the natives and like anybody that's not from there.
Right.
Like if you move there, like there are beaches that you are not allowed to go
locals
to.
only kind of deal.
Right. Like
Unless you're invited and shit. I've
right.
heard that before.
because I knew a couple people that were stationed there, and they were like, "Yeah, it's cool at first, and then it's just like a little ass town." You know? what I mean?
yeah.
Like everybody, it's just it ain't what it is.
No, unless
It's a
you
cool.
stay,
It's a cool vacation spot. but
Right. I wouldn't live there.
It'd be cool if I got stationed there. I'd be like, all right, I'll take it in for the year, 2,
Well,
3,
that,
4,
but I
maybe.
wouldn't I wouldn't pick up and move there.
No. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I think like
Pass
gas
on
is like $5 a gallon. Like, and then I think there's certain rates for the locals. So if you do live there, you get shit at a certain rate cheaper than a vacation, like a tourist.
There's a dude I know that's a
Vacation.
cigar rep that lives there, and it's I mean obviously via Instagram, and he's a local, but via Instagram, it looks just amazing. But
Well, yeah.
again, he's a local. That's his island.
Right. The photos and the spots, there are places that you can go to for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sure that they got great seafood.
How long you gotta wait for Amazon out there? That's the only thing I'm thinking of.
I
right
don't
now. It's
know.
like, what kind of Amazon time we got out there?
I
in
mean,
Hawaii?
They've got some
Wake's about to
decent
look it up.
bases. You got Hickam right out
That's
there.
true.
So, anything that's flying in and out, they'll get, and then whatever their international airport is,
True that.
I'm sure that there's probably a decent fee
I mean, I've always wanted to go, and I will eventually, like, for
True.
some type of vacation down the road. But I mean, going to Hawaii, just on a vacation, Hawaii's an expensive ass trip, especially if
Yes.
you're on this side of the country.
Yes.
You have to fly all the way across the country, which is damn near half a day right there between, like,
Time change and
Yeah.
everything.
and then you got to
You're
fly
picking
to
it
Hawaii.
back up,
Right.
but that's still a long ass
Yeah,
flight from
you spend
Cali.
24 hours getting there just to get there, and then you're going to spend 24 hours just to get back home. So that's 2 days of your vacation already.
Right. So, and I think tickets aren't cheap.
No, it's
Like
expensive.
even after
From what
or
I've heard,
during the
it's-
pandemic, it was pretty.
you can go to the Bahamas or some shit for cheaper.
Well, from here.
I want
for
to say my
sure.
trip to Aruba was cheaper than what it would have cost me to go to Hawaii, and that was like everything and all inclusive.
Right.
So
You were there for
3 days.
3 days.
3 days,
That-
all inclusive resort, and then Delta flight to and from.
Hell yeah, brother. How much is it? It's the devil's number, $666 for a. Is that a round trip? That's not that bad. I thought it'd be more.
Bad. I thought it'd be more than that too.
Huh. Thanks, COVID. So we'll move on from Walmart in Hawaii
Yeah.
to I don't know where this bread incident happened, but I was surfing the old forums and there was a photo.
I mean, as soon as you see it, it's like the fact that this dude
He's got
had the
he's
mind
like, hell
to
yeah.
take this selfie with him in it.
He's like, I
with her
finally got
behind-
one in the wild.
Yes, and then takes a picture of the smashed bread that she didn't even pick up.
Nah, that's fucked.
See,
I've seen some shit like in Walmarts where you're walking by and you're like, what the fuck? Like
Oh,
somebody just
yeah.
left like a chicken bone and some macaroni and cheese. Like they were just eating straight out the meal.
you have no idea.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
sure,
it's
so-
bad. But yes, I've
So tell me then.
So when you sell beer into the cold aisle, right?
Right.
Into warm displays. So I found food in the middle of, like, you see those big warm displays, and there's
Mm-hmm.
always holes where, like, the pricing poles are, like, in
Right.
the middle of the display. I found everything from dip pouches to dirty diapers,
Wow.
chicken legs, like half-eaten chicken legs, and they just throw it down in there. And then obviously anything, like if somebody goes and grabs something and they decide they don't want it, they just like throw it wherever. I found open bottles of Seagrams and Mike's Hard that have been drank, and then just like now in the actual cold aisle, I thought you find a lot of like food, like eaten food,
Oh, for sure.
open bottles. Like I've found open bottles and open cans that'll people open and then drink and then just set on the shelf behind stuff. I mean,
this
it's-
wasn't as good as I thought.
right.
I mean, have you seen anything like stupidity wise?
Stupid. Oh God, yes. Everything from kids driving scooters around the store, shirtless, just running into shit.
Yeah.
I've seen that. That was one evening when I was there doing an order. That was actually before I left town. I think one time I was like getting in some orders, and I wanted to do my Walmart order. And I went at like 5 or 6 or something, and it was
Yeah.
just off the chain. Like Walmart,
I'm sure
Walmart
after
past
in the
12
evening. Yeah.
Walmart past 12 or 1 is just
Yeah, it's not a place to be.
it's the wilds.
But what?
So it's, I mean, I've had that. You got people that hit on you. You got people that yell at you. I've had people cuss me out at Walmart, just customers and stuff like that.
Putting
'Cause
beer up?
They thought I worked at Walmart.
Uh,
And they were mad because I didn't know where something was, or I didn't know what they were talking about. I was just like, well, no, I'm just a vendor. I said, but I can help you if you need me
yeah,
to.
I can point you
Oh,
over
so you
to-
don't work for Walmart, but you're just in here fucking around. I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't call it. I mean, I'm working, but I'm
Not
not
for
exactly
Walmart.
fucking around. But yeah, that's fine.
I've been like this display.
Well, and then they just get mad because you're not. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
people always like, just like the lady in the first Walmart video. Like she was just mad to be mad. You got
Right.
a lot of people like that at Walmart.
They can't take it out on
Oh yeah.
their home life.
The most recent one was, so I was writing an order on. I was gonna wait. So sometimes So my orders that I put in Friday, I can either do them Friday, Saturday, or Sunday by like 1 or 2 p.m. For them to get into the system, get picked for Monday delivery. And I did it Saturday. I was just like, oh, Walmart are gonna be passing through here. It was it was the Walmart on Miller Lane, and I went in there at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock to do their order. This kid was running, like, I'm in the beer aisle typing my order out. And there's these like 3 kids and their mom, and this one kid's just repeating this TikTok over and over again. The RIP that over and over. Over and over, just at the top of his lungs. I assume he was just doing it until somebody, maybe his parent, told him to stop. But that was the more recent one. I mean,
he didn't know, but he was just going to town on it. Well, he probably knew though too.
He was old enough to know, but also old enough to know better.
Right. Okay.
But also too young to be on TikTok.
That too. So he's like in that sweet spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see some shit.
In
the old Walmart.
I mean, Walmart has a lot to offer. I mean, the entertainment is free.
That's for sure.
You come for the cheap stuff, and the entertainment's free.
Right. I've seen some stuff in the Troy Walmart, and
Troy Walmart's similar to Eaton Walmart.
Very,
in my opinion.
Yes, I would agree with you. It's very. There's an eclectic group.
Yep. Eclectic's a good word.
It's unique.
A very old America group.
Yeah.
Hanging around the Troy and Eaton Walmarts.
It's weird. Well, I guess it's not weird because it's weird. Like, Troy is that in between where you have a city, but then you have a lot of, it's right on the outskirts.
So right.
So you got that.
Very small town feel.
Right.
But it's a big city.
Yeah. So you can only imagine what you see.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see people like this where they have porch pirates.
And how could you?
They have a damn.
They have a
cart.
Shot of like the grocery store shot. How do you get away with this walking around a neighborhood?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing.
But my thing is how do you? So these two, obviously, one of them's not moving too fast from the looks of this picture. Pushing a cart around the whole neighborhood and has enough time to pick up that many packages.
There's a lot. They've
in
got
that
like
cart. That nobody called the police. It was just like the person who took these pictures called the police or something.
Well, they posted it up on Facebook. I'm sure they probably called the police.
All the police would have to do is roll up and be like, "Okay, cool. Well, let me see the address and names on these packages, and also, do you have an ID?"
Well, yeah.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, I'm gonna lock you and your crackhead friend up.
Well, I think this is like a common thing now.
Oh,
where people probably what they're doing is if they don't want to keep it is reselling it on Facebook or eBay or
Facebook Market,
Mercari or wherever.
Yes, exactly. So I know people, and it's not. They don't even live in like a bad area, are getting Ring doorbells just for this reason.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've seen a lot of the videos with the Ring doorbells where people are going up and then they have
because you can talk through your Ring doorbell. Like if you get a notification anytime it senses somebody coming to your front door,
I'd have way too much fun with that.
Your cell phone goes off, right? And you can speak through the Ring doorbell at whoever's on the other end at your door.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was a video earlier today. I should have got that link, but dude just walks up, kind of looks at the package, looks around, picks it up, and walks off. You know, like, dude, even if they didn't have a Ring doorbell, somebody's going to see you.
Right.
And then there was the other video, I'm sure you've probably seen that, where it looks like somewhere probably in New York or something, but the dude goes up, walks away with the package, walks around the house, and then all of a sudden you see this other dude just dragging this motherfucker back up to the porch and beating the shit out of him. After
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that one?
That's exactly what should be happening to people.
Yeah.
I just
street
don't.
justice.
I'm not a huge fan of people. I say it like it's not that big a deal. I despise people that steal. I despise it.
Yeah.
Because I've worked terribly hard for everything I have. So the fact that people just come and take shit that's not theirs or can rationalize in their own minds that it's okay to steal or take from others, it just eats my ass. Is that how people say that? It just
Chaps your ass?
Yeah, chaps my
Chaps
ass.
yours, not
My
eat
bad.
your ass. You can eat my ass. Oh. I don't think that's the term. But,
That's not how they say that.
well, nope.
Whoops.
Nope. Yeah, thievery, all kinds of type
Yeah.
of stupid shit like that. Like, you deserve what you get from whatever from stealing. You need to get your ass beat. I hope somebody catches you.
Right.
And, we can stop this.
I don't even want you to go to
stupidity.
jail, depending on how expensive it was, like that you stole from me. I just let me get my hands on you a little bit.
That's fair. So we'll keep this show rolling here. So this video / post, I guess.
More bait in this.
If you can zoom in, I don't think you can. But there we go. Yeah.
My problem is why he let somebody cut his beard like that.
Yeah, that's
That's
trash.
the first issue.
Well, I mean, does it grow like that normally?
it
Either way,
doesn't-
why am I? I'm not gonna rip on this dude because I feel bad for the dude,
No,
kind of.
he needs to do something about that.
But either way, he posted a video about his girlfriend or significant other, whatever it may be, basically got caught cheating, and he outed her on
I got something to say about
Facebook,
that, though.
and he wanted a little sympathy from Facebook or whatever the medium is. I think it looks like it's Twitter.
It's
um,
Twitter.
But this guy in the comments takes it upon himself to say, if you really loved her, you wouldn't take it personal, and y'all would still be together. My current girl had 3 trains ran on her, and we are still together. And you are up on here basically trying to get attention. Bro. All right. Like you said,
Well,
go ahead. I'll let you take it.
first off, nobody here is okay. You know what I mean? Like
Everybody's
if
in the
you-
wrong.
right? So this is what you thought to do. Like you're upset because your girlfriend cheated on you, as you should be.
Right.
It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But your first thought was to get on Twitter and make
A sympathy
go
post.
live
Yeah.
with you crying
Yeah, I ain't fucking with
for
that.
what?
I ain't fucking with that.
Nobody
just-
gives a shit about that.
Yeah. Because either way, you're going to get roasted. Somebody's going to be talking
You
shit.
should be roasted.
Or somebody's going to share it and be like, ha, 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 that motherfucker, ha, ha,
Nobody cares about that. There's too much going on in the world for people
ha.
to
Mind your
give
business.
a shit about you on Twitter crying about getting cheated
Right.
on. It sucks. It is what it is. Move on, man.
Yeah.
Get your shit together and move on. Yeah. Now, the other dude, I don't know that. I feel like
3 trains?
I think he was just trolling.
Could be.
I think he was because I mean, he talks about how, it's all good. We're young and we're discovering ourselves and, that's just part of, a relationship. No, man. I think he's just trolling, which is funny.
It's a good one.
But it's very good.
But I saw it and I was like, I gotta add this because
It's creative.
This is a little good.
It's
And
very
if you don't know
creative.
what trains are,
Yeah, you know what a
Like-
train is.
you need to go and Urban Dictionary.
That's a good source. Urban
Yeah,
Dictionary.
you'll find a way. I ain't gonna explain it. Or you can watch Training Day. And
He doesn't
old
really
Denzel.
explain it either, though.
you get the
The
gist.
boys from the hill.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
either if it was trolling,
I think it
masterful job.
It was
If it's
creative.
not-
It was more creative than just coming out and roasting him for
Right.
being on a public social media site crying.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't take your problems to social media.
Mm-mm.
Because either one, you're going to get roasted.
not the
2,
place
you're
for
going to
it.
get an opinion you don't want to hear. Or 3, you're going to get
If you
trolled.
need to vent to somebody, call a friend, call your mom, call your dad, call a sibling,
Right.
call, you know what I mean? They
Don't-
got self-help hotlines, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that.
You can call online therapists if you need to,
You could do that.
and they're not going to roast you.
No, and you're not going to get trolled.
Right.
You shouldn't, at least. I
Well,
hope
yeah.
not.
I hope not, especially Especially if you call your parents. Jesus. Could you imagine?
Your dad trolling you? I told you,
Oh my
son.
God,
I knew
right.
it.
She looked like a hoe.
Somebody told me, Dad, that
Right.
they had their girlfriend. 3 trains ran on him. Yeah, well, good for him. That's what.
Shame on you.
Now, yeah, just keep your problems off of any
just-
social media.
Yeah,
For real.
I would agree. I've never been. You've seen me. I've sent you stuff before where people have been on like Instagram or Facebook when I still had it, crying over. Just,
we talked about
yeah,
something like this previous.
Yes. Nobody gives a shit about all that.
No, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
It's not
send
the
it in a
place.
message
Right,
to
it's not the
you,
place.
and we're gonna. Damn, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Because this is ridiculous.
That's a good, you know what I mean? I feel like all that stuff's a good ad for the fact that people need therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. It's very
social
healthy.
media is
Social media is not therapy, but you could use everything off of social media as examples that people need therapy.
It can be Jerry Springer.
Well, but I mean like good therapy.
Oh well, yeah,
like that
true.
dude needs therapy.
Yeah, you
Other
can
people
tell
we've
who needs
seen
therapy. for
Venting
sure.
on Facebook or Instagram about something need therapy. Everybody can use a little therapy. It's healthy for the
Yeah.
mind. But yeah.
Yeah, don't use social media as your therapy.
No.
All right. So we're gonna keep this crazy train rolling again.
This is a short one.
This one's a short little video for y'all,
Short but despicable.
and kind of disgusting.
Very much so.
Go ahead and hit it.
My
Oh, he's just minding his business. Oh, wait a minute. So,
but
how do you what are you gaining
well, I
for a
nothing really
split
because
second? Split second.
here's you're not gaining anything. Like that dude's clearly you talk about somebody who needs therapy. That dude's clearly a
Oh, he's
predator.
definitely got a
He's got some
mental-
problems. That's
mental.
fine. Well, it's not fine, but also the dude. I feel like we're listening to the security cam guy,
Oh, for sure.
and he's laughing about it.
Well, I mean, if I saw that
I've been like, what the
happen,
I've been like, man.
I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Right.
Like, we need to get this guy locked up.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Well,
But what do you do?
that used to be. I don't know how. I haven't. This is the first story I've heard about this in a long time. But that used to be like a popular thing, I
What,
guess. And then when
upskirting people?
when cell phones came out
People would
with with the cameras and shit, it got super. There was articles and everything. A lot of articles and everything
Well, you
about
know.
people getting caught doing it.
yeah. I mean, a pig's a pig.
Yeah.
He's gonna try his way in any which way he can.
I mean, but I think that's obviously that person has a problem.
Oh, for sure. He's a guy that needs therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
He needs to talk about his problems.
But no, I'd have been pissed, like especially if it was like somebody I knew. I mean, I would have said something like even if it wasn't somebody I knew,
Well,
but
she
if it
was
was somebody I knew, I'd have
completely
been-
unaware, which
Exactly.
is crazy.
Exactly. So
Because how would you not? I just feel like I would. I don't know. My surroundings.
we
I'm
would have had some issues.
like, what the fuck?
He would have got judo chopped.
Don't be Judy chopping them, babe. Don't be
Judy chopping.
All right, so we're gonna take this over to the sports world because we need to get the fuck up out of the crazy. You sent me this.
Which I think I just heard about this a couple weeks ago. I thought it was dope. The article's just more so
So
we
do
had
you
some context.
Right.
But
All right. So basically, what we're talking about is George Kittle and your boy.
not my boy. Anybody that goes
Travis
and gets
Kelce.
on The Bachelor, not my boy.
Travis Kelce
And
is
Greg
number
Olsen.
one.
Olsen?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah, Olsen.
basically, it was
The three of them.
they wanted to collaborate and then invite every tight end from all 32 teams and backups.
Yep.
And even guys that haven't even been
Practice
drafted
squad, yeah.
in practice squad. Anybody that wanted to could go to this tight end university. And basically what they did was give a little bit of their secrets to everybody. Hey, this is what I do. This is what I work on. You know, this is what works for me. So they have an Instagram page.
Yep. I've seen that.
They have they've sent out some videos. Basically, it was a Friday through Sunday type.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because there were some videos of them they had like a dinner and they were talking about everything. And you have Travis Kelce that can't act like an adult running around yelling woo the whole time Olsen's trying to talk. But it seems to be pretty well put together.
Right.
And as far as my understanding goes, it's the first of its kind for
Yeah.
any professional football position in history.
Yeah, I like it, but I don't like it. And here's why I don't
That's
like
what I was
it.
going to ask you about. Go ahead.
It reminds me of the NBA friendly bullshit.
What do you mean?
So, like, LeBron, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, all these guys that are friends.
Oh, yeah.
So we become friends. And then, well, it's already happened. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, either way, if the other positions have had it or whatnot, I just don't like the idea that I'm buddy with you. Like, if you're on a different team. Now I get it. We ain't never gonna line up together
Well, but right. That's
because we're on the same side of the ball, and I'm on a different team. That's cool. That's all and well. But honestly, I don't want to teach. If I'm the number one dude, I ain't
I feel
teaching
that.
nobody my secret because there's a reason why I'm good, and I know it works,
Yeah.
and I'm valuable. I'm a valuable asset to my team.
Yeah.
So now I'm out here teaching
Well,
guys.
2 of the 3 of them are.
Well, yeah. Well, Kelsey's pretty valuable.
I'm not talking about Kelce.
And then Olsen's just retired.
That's what I'm talking
He's fucking old. He was valuable for the
He was
Panthers for the years that he was there.
years
Kittle's
now.
valuable when
Kittle
he's
is
not hurt. But, I mean, to me, it's like, I get it. Like, we need to teach the guys.
I get, putting something out there to help each other sharpen each other, I guess. I see
Iron
your
sharpens
perspective.
iron type
Right.
thing. Yeah, I get it.
And I see your perspective. I just didn't know, okay, because they have this, are other people going to be starting up other specialty position
Oh, I'm sure.
camps? I bet you there won't be a quarterback one, though. I
I-
can't see it happening.
It would be tough.
That's
I
one
could see
position-
Patrick Mahomes and fucking Tom Brady doing it.
That is one position that I cannot see. Tom Brady wouldn't do it. That's one position I
No,
can
well,
see
he
them
wouldn't do
not
it till
do.
after he retires.
And
That's when
even then, I feel
I
like
think he
might be
would.
lucky to do it.
Well,
Like,
that
he
dude's
just-
ultra competitive.
That's what I'm saying.
So the only time you really see anything like this is during the Pro Bowl with the skills challenge and all that shit because they basically are trying to get rid of the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Dying to get rid of it. And they need to get rid of it because it's fucking garbage.
I wanted to figure out if there's a way for us to be able to see what tight ends were, because not all the tight ends went, but
there was
there's
quite
a good.
a bit.
There's the majority of the NFL tight ends were there. I wanted to see if the Steelers' new tight end was there.
I didn't see him
I
in the
didn't see it on the
videos or
roster.
photos.
Right.
I did see Kyle Pitts, right? The new tight end for the Falcons. He was there. I mean, pretty much everybody was
I
there.
assume he was probably there.
But it looked like a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of, stupidity and
Right.
remedial type activity for them. But
Sounds about right for Kittle and Kelsey.
what was the Steelers guy's name?
It's a good question.
Colby Parkinson. You'd have to go to the roster. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But
I feel like I should.
I could see defensive ends. I could see.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's already a lot of positions that work out together. A lot of receivers train together and stuff like that in the off season.
yeah.
And there's even some DBs that train with some of the receivers in the off season. A lot of these guys will get together and bet each other on foot races. You know what I mean? Like, who? Eric Ebron?
Yeah,
that
that's
ain't
not,
the one.
We're
He's
talking about the
hot
rookie
doo-doo.
one. But like, I don't see linebackers getting together and like talking everything out. Like,
I don't see that either.
I did see
all linemen doing it.
I did see a hot take from Greg Olson from the tight end university. He was saying that we have to do the same thing as a left tackle, and we have to block and then when they want us to pass catch, and then sometimes run block, and they want to pay us only like $7 million.
I think that Greg Olson should chill out.
And then Chris Johnson, former, CJ 2K from the Titans, running back, he then chirped in and said, they want us to block, run, catch, do everything, and we take the most abuse, and we don't get paid at all.
Here's the issues.
So, I don't know. Running backs do get underpaid, but their shelf life is like the shortest of any position.
Here's the tight end issue. Not everybody is in a situation where they got the best hands on the team for 2 years. George Kittle. Not everybody is Travis Kelce, where you're running a lot more routes than you are blocking. Travis Kelce does not do a lot of blocking.
Right.
Greg Olson, that may have been the way your offense was set up for the majority of your career. Doesn't have anything to do with you personally, except for the fact that maybe you were halfway decent at it. But I wouldn't put Greg Olson at the top of the top elite tight ends. He's a good to great tight end, but not the top. So for him,
here's the deal: if you
to
don't
say that he was blocking like a 350-pound tackle with hands bigger than his face,
he was pretty good. He was a pretty good blocker. Greg Olson was a pretty good blocker.
Right.
But if you don't like the deal,
don't do it.
Don't sign the deal. Like that's where it goes down to. Don't sign the deal.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But everybody's gonna chirp, especially after they get out, because now money's a thing that you're not making on a consistent basis. And
well, if he took care of his money that he was making while he was in the league with his contracts and investments and stuff like that, Greg Olson, if he wanted to, he could be making money in football for the rest of his life.
Well, he did the Monday Night Football for a year.
Right.
And he was bad.
Not everybody's good for that, yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking real bad. So I think they also had him paired with Booger McFarland on the sideline, which is bad.
Yeah.
And the Booger Mobile, basically, if you remember that.
Booger's good at what he does, but not paired with anybody.
I think he's better for college.
Yeah, that's true. You said the Booger Mobile.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Yeah,
that little fucking And then I remember people were pissed that paid like front row tickets on that side because he was blocking the damn field view. And I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, get the fuck out of the way.
Running around in his camera spaceship.
Yeah. And then ESPN then had the audacity because people were bitching at him that originally they had like the steel plating behind it where you couldn't see through it.
Oh, yeah.
And then they changed it to a transparent glass, but like that doesn't even fucking.
Well, no.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the extra 2 feet.
No, right.
But yeah, they had him and Joe Tessitore. That whole trio was not good. I like Joe Tessitore as a commentator.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good at boxing, but he is not that great at football.
Mm-hmm.
His voice just doesn't fit. But we'll see. I always liked the old school Monday Night Football guys from ESPN when they did Monday Night Football. I can't remember, like Joe Theismann and I think they had, I forget the other dude's name, but I loved him. His voice was like perfect, and he always had something funny to say. But that was probably their last good group.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth were garbage.
Not a big Chris Collinsworth fan.
Here's a guy with a big forehead.
So I think this proves that Greg Olson he has the ability to coach. And I'm sure that's something that he should be doing. I mean, if he wants to stay in the realm of football, that's what he should be chasing after. And this just shows and proves that he has the ability to do so. And the organization skills to do so as well, because they put all this shit together themselves.
It's surprising that Carolina hasn't called him back and been like, hey, do you want to coach our tight ends? Or either Ron Riviera up in Washington. Be like, hey, you want to coach? Because, guys like Kevin Green.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Green, before he died, coached all the way up to that last year. And he coached defensive ends in Green Bay for a long time, and then went to Carolina, I think, for his last 2 years or something like that. And, that dude was a great defensive end coach and a great defensive end.
I just can't see the other two having the maturity or the organization skills enough to put this together.
They're still in their careers. Kelsey's more on the tail end.
and he's just wild.
Yeah. He's definitely...
I think he'll be a big personality in football, though. Like, I
For
could
sure.
see him doing.
I could see him doing commentating or
Yeah.
something like, fun. He's a guy that, he knows how to have fun. He knows how to bring a character to the show.
Right. Yeah.
Kittle's kind of the same way.
Mm-hmm.
He's more brawn than, brain. So far from what I've seen. But dude's a great athlete.
Do you think Gronk was at the camp?
I think I did see his name on there or something like that. Yeah. I'm sure those guys all three of them were ridiculous.
That'd have been wild.
I mean, the Gronk brothers in general just together are bad.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine them and then, the trio of others. But, yeah, that would have been a hell of a time to at least be there and be a media guy and cover it.
Right. They've been cool. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they do it again next year, if there's other key positions that try to do the same thing. I mean, there should be a kicker university.
Yeah, some of them need help, for sure.
Honestly, that would be something that I think a lot of them could benefit from as a kickers university. Mm-hmm. The tight end thing, whatever, I can't honestly think of another key position where it's like something that's like absolutely needed.
Right.
But I think that'd work great for kickers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Justin Tucker should head it up because that motherfucker don't miss.
Him and old man, the one.
Adam Vinatieri?
Vinatieri?
Yeah. He just retired
a
couple weeks ago. Now,
which he needed to.
Well, he was ancient and he was missing a lot, so it's time to go.
Yeah, he was missing a lot.
Did you see the Scottie Pippen stuff?
I have not. So I've seen different things here and there about it, but I don't know a whole lot about it, to be honest with you.
So essentially, from what I'm reading, he's just gone off the rails. From Twitter to now being interviewed. First, Twitter was with KD.
Yeah, because he's been trolling him about.
Just about KD. Well, he wasn't really trolling him. He just basically kind of was like, hey, why are you asking me about Michael Jordan and comparing him to KD? They're two different athletes.
Right.
One's 7 foot, one was 6'4", 6'3".
6'3", yeah.
I mean, MJ is the greatest scorer of all time. Like, to this day still. If you needed somebody to get a bucket, I'm picking the guy.
Right.
KD's a great scorer. It's just different. And then, Scotty basically kind of said that. And old soft-ass KD here on Twitter comes along and says, this guy, Scott, basically he tried to have fun for his summer, and then he didn't want to rehab during the summer, and then wanted to get surgery during the beginning of the season and all this, and then sat some of the season. And then KD was like, yeah, but they followed Phil. Okay, whatever. So, he's taking jabs.
Right.
They're taking jabs on Twitter. Well, then Scottie Pippen basically in this article that I read today basically says that Phil Jackson was a racist. The Steve Kerr shot, the game-winning shot that Michael Jordan in the huddle of the timeout, and you've seen on all these new documentaries and all this, where Michael Jordan says, if I can't get the shot up, I'm coming to you. Are you ready, Steve? And there's video of it. Well, Scotty says that was scripted. So now we're into conspiracy theory.
How long ago was that?
That was 96.
You're just now saying something about it?
Right. You know what I mean? Scotty, look, dude, it ain't boding well. I mean, it don't bode well that with the prior stuff in the past with his wife and future, now KD's dissing you on Twitter, and now you coming out here basically saying that a certain pivotal moment in the Bulls' career, in the Bulls' dynasty, was scripted. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why can't people just be happy without all that?
Well, the thing of it is, man.
So it started off by Pippen not even really like, he wasn't coming at anybody. He was just answering the reporter's question, and then it all flared up because KD is soft,
Well, that's a given. We know that.
right?
Yeah.
So now, him firing back at Pippen now has Pippen going off about all kinds of random shit. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's trash. It seems like all the NBA drama in general is very, very soft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they like to nitpick each other.
Right.
Because, now I got kicked out of the playoffs or I got beat, and now people want to take, shots at me.
Nobody's taking shots at you. It's just a speculation, man.
Right.
You're an NBA basketball player. I don't understand what
You're making
why
money.
Why are you paying attention to what all these people are saying?
Well, that, and who cares about a past player?
Right.
Like,
Nobody
I
gives
get
a
it.
shit
Scotty
about
was
that.
great.
Right.
And I'm sure you would want,
I think that's one of the things he tried to say, that Scotty wasn't shit.
well, I mean, Scottie Pippen was probably the second best player in the NBA at that time.
Right, but I think he was trying, in a way, to say that he wouldn't have been nobody without Michael Jordan, which is
get the fuck out of here.
that's not true.
They only lost like four more games than they did the prior year when Michael was there.
Right.
The year that he was just running the team.
He was definitely.
Now, don't get me
great.
wrong. Like, Phil's a big part of that, and
Right.
the team's a big part of that. But I mean, Scotty was probably the second best player in the league. And then, people like to pick at Scotty because he took a really bad deal and got paid like zilch, basically, in his final years with the Bulls. Which, again, don't sign the fucking deal,
Right.
And, like, in that documentary, I don't know if you watched it all, but, like, there's a part where Jordan basically cuts him down there.
I'd heard about. I haven't watched. I really
It's
honestly
great.
haven't watched any of that, but I've heard people talk about, and I've seen different clips of that interview. A lot of it having to do with that.
Well, and I mean, it shows how much of a dickhead Michael was. Because, I mean, everybody knew that Mike was a dick.
Well, yeah.
But Mike's a bona fide dickhead, man.
Right.
There was a photo of him walking in a hallway with, like,
Oh yeah.
a family. I think I sent this to you in our side chat. But there's a photo of Michael Jordan walking in the hallway of somewhere, and there's a little boy in front of him. Well, I guess the story goes, because in the photo kind of documents it, but the photo is this entire, like, family, and the little boy is walking in front of Michael, but Mike made the family stop, made the little boy take his shoes off because they were Adidas. Mike refused to be taking pictures with anyone in other than Jordan or Nike shoes.
Right.
Which I get it. I mean
to an
he's
extent,
made a boatload of money off these shoes,
Millions
and
on
is
top
still
of
making
millions,
money off of
hundreds of
them.
millions of dollars.
I mean, my dumb ass has bought a few pair. Everybody has. That's
And
grew up in our generation.
For the longest time, I didn't care for Jordans because it was something everybody sought after.
Right.
Were Jordans, and it's something that you could see anywhere. Everybody had them, especially growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And and they didn't appeal to me personally as like they do now. There's I like the Jordan ones. And
The ones are
whatnot.
comfortable for sure,
Yes, but it's
and they're
just,
nice. They're nice looking.
I have such an issue with that because that kind of goes into the whole thing. Like, first off, this kid's you're in his mind, you're probably God. He idolizes you. Like, there's those kids that basketball players or football players or whatever are their personal heroes.
Right.
And now you're just, oh yeah, that's all fine and good, but you got to either take your shoes off or you got to get out of this frame.
Right. Well, that's like
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't like
the Ben
it.
Roethlisberger story at Miami. You've heard me
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah.
That's similar. It's
Similar-ish.
somewhat similar.
Similar-ish.
We were at Miami, Oxford, and Ben Roethlisberger was there for I think they were retiring his number,
Yep.
and we were walking out of somewhere, and they make these smack talk shirts. And I think they still make them, but they're not sold as well.
They're not as popular.
And they basically said like stupid shit like, yeah, blah, 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 but we've got Big Ben. And it had like the Big Ben clock, but they weren't NFLPA or NFL licensed shirts. And technically, Big Ben isn't trademarked because Big Ben is a clock over in England.
It was just the nickname that he got once he got to the NFL.
Because he was a big boy and his name is Ben.
He's a pretty big boy.
And he told someone we were with to take the shirt off because he didn't receive any compensation for it. And it was like, you really are going to talk about a fucking shirt
You're an NFL?
in the middle of Miami, Oxford, Ohio.
Where you went to college at.
Which, if you'd ever been to Oxford, Ohio, or Miami, Oxford, Ohio, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Literally.
And there ain't nobody really there to see anything. It's like Penn State, man. Like it ain't.
College is the town. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that town would be nothing without the college.
Right. But yeah, it was just shit like that. You were like, what the fuck? Like, why you got to be a dickhead?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, same type of shit. I think it's just more like everybody's trying to cut everybody down now, and it's easier to because of social media.
Right.
And it's easy to, see because now I can see what KD said immediately.
Well, yeah.
Or, and Scotty in the interview. I don't know, man. Scotty's been on some shit for a while. So.
Yeah. He has.
But
I mean, all of them have. I mean, it's like, it's hard for, I think one of Jordan's biggest issues was it's hard for him to watch somebody else coming, you know what I mean, evolving as possibly the greatest, or in my opinion, the greatest basketball player ever. Instead of just being like, this is how the sport goes. You're never going to be the best forever.
Right. I mean, somebody's going to come along.
Exactly. This is how it goes. There were greats before you. There's going to be greats after you.
Right.
It is what it is. But he couldn't handle it. He can't handle it.
No.
And it just doesn't look good. It's just,
Jealousy.
what are you going to do? You going to get out here and play again? Get out of here, dude.
True.
It's nonsense.
Yeah.
You did your thing. Man, the Jordan name is synonymous and famous across the entire world.
It is.
What else do you need to do?
It's like LeBron. It's like,
Right.
I mean, Tom Brady's going to be one of them.
It's just like, just chill, man. Just enjoy life.
Right.
But, no, I'm sure there'll be more. Jordan will have something to say about this whole shit. Scotty will keep going.
Yeah.
Other people will come out and say this, that, and the third. So I'm sure that whole situation and scenario is not done.
No, I'm sure we're going to see more of it, especially with the finals starting soon. I mean, we've got UFC with McGregor and Poirier 3 coming up.
That's coming up. There's
the 10th.
The Tyson Fury fight's coming up.
Is that this weekend?
I can't remember if it's this. I don't think it's this weekend.
Either way. But, yeah, there's a lot coming up. I mean, Stanley Cup's going on. I know, you don't care about hockey.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Bunch of white guys slapping a puck around.
I mean, it's just not appealing. Unless I'm watching games in person, it's not appealing to me.
It's fun in person. It's fast as fuck.
I am starting to, speaking of sports that I don't normally watch on TV, because I go up to my parents on the weekends a lot. They're all Cleveland fans. Mm-hmm. And they're always watching whatever game is on.
Okay.
Well,
don't say
I'm getting more and more into watch. Oh, no, I'm not going to be I'm still a Pirates fan.
That's
I'm getting
disgusting.
more and more into watching, like, okay, this is kind of interesting to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, it got super duper interesting this past weekend because there was a very rare injury during the game.
I didn't see it.
So
you're going to have to fill me in.
Scroll down a little bit. You see what he's holding on to?
Yeah, I see his ankle.
Yeah, he's out in the outfield.
Right.
So he collided with another outfielder while he was coming up. Like, say he's coming up from the wall, and the other smaller I can't remember what position was heading towards the wall, which he's not supposed to. It's supposed to be the person coming from the wall that takes precedence.
Right.
They collided in mid-air, and when he landed is when his toes planted, but his body was going the other way, and it broke his ankle.
I ain't
and
all
it
about that
was
life, man.
at first you see it was so fast that you just thought he was like rolling around because they like, knocked heads or whatever. Well, then they show the replay, and it's
This man's trying to zoom in on the
it's
photo.
nasty. Like the replay is a full.
Oh yeah, that one's nasty.
You
right
can
there.
see the full break.
That's disgusting.
You can see the sideways action. Wig's showing it to you now.
Don't play it. Don't play the video. Don't play it. It'll get us banned. Don't play it.
It is bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's so. The most common injury, or the injury that's going to happen more times than not for outfielders, is them running into the wall and knocking themselves out.
right, usually.
Not a broken leg.
Kyle Schwarber had a ACL tear in
Right.
the playoffs. I remember that, and
Yeah.
that was because a dude dove into his leg.
Right.
But they were
Well, but that was around the bases, though, right?
no, that was in the outfield.
Oh, okay. Well,
They
then
both were going for the
that's
ball.
There's been broken ankles and stuff like that.
It happens, but it's rare.
Right.
Usually, you would think that one guy would call precedent over the ball. Usually, it's the center fielder.
Right.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. But
Yeah. I'm still learning about baseball.
yeah.
But it was just so I don't know, it was gnarly. It was wild to see. But then the other thing was like, so with football, as soon as somebody gets injured, the cart's on the way out there, right?
I'm sure it took a minute for them.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, where are the people coming to get this dude off the field? Like, there was just him, the manager, 2 other players.
Yeah.
A couple. It took a minute for people
well, they had
medical
to air
people to
cast
get
that
out there.
too. Yeah. Mm.
It took, I'd say it took a solid, I don't know, what seemed like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes for them to get the card on the field. And he's just all the
Guy's
while
over there
just
dying.
literally.
Like, I mean, well, the more he looks at it, the worse it gets.
So that was the other thing that was just, it was funny. I'm just like, are they going to like get somebody out there to get him off the field, or what's happening right now?
Right.
It was weird. Excuse me, because injury, like massive injuries like that, and you see that in football, you're going to see one a weekend. And
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's on the field like right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because it's more prevalent.
Right.
Baseball, they ain't expecting that shit.
It's like they didn't know what to do.
Well, that and the medical team probably was on the other side of the field, probably, and who knows?
It seemed like it.
But yeah, looking forward to July 4th weekend.
Hell yeah.
Gonna have a little shindig.
Seems like there's something everywhere right now.
But yeah, I don't really have anything going on leading up to that. But I hope you guys have a great July 4th.
Be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
For sure.
I've withstood my share of firework injuries.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it in a later episode. But yeah, be careful because explosives are extremely unforgiving.
Right. Yeah. Well, you guys have a good weekend. We will see you on the next podcast.
Thank you as always.
For sure.
And enjoy your 4th of July.
Yes. Don't get too boozed up.
Or do.
Yeah.
Get sauced up, get wild.
Good luck. And hopefully you get Monday off.
Yeah. No, well, I don't.
No, well, that sucks. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Sticks and Stones podcast. Sticks and Stones. Have you heard? Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for listening.